Hey everyone, this is Gary from Everything Everywhere, and I'm going to be trying something new. I just posted on my blog how difficult it is when I travel to do blog posts because the time involved with writing and doing photography and editing the photos and uploading the photos. And I'm usually so busy in the course of a day when I'm traveling, visiting things, taking pictures and such that I don't usually write until several weeks after I'm done with the place. And I would like to do more real-time stuff. So today I'm in the nation of Aruba. And it's a very beautiful island, and I'm here courtesy of the Aruba Marriott, so I want to thank them for the trip out. And it's a really interesting country. So, for example, they have this, which is their 50-cent piece, and as you'll notice, it's square. You don't see a lot of square coins, and it looks cool, but there's a good reason why we don't have square coins in most countries, because it doesn't work in a vending machine, because it has different diameters on each side. The other interesting thing about Aruba, as soon as I got off the plane, I noticed that most of the signs were in English. There were a couple things in Dutch, and everyone was speaking what I thought was Spanish, but it turns out the local language is called Papiamento, which is actually more of a Portuguese Creole. And everyone in Aruba that I've spoken to who lives here speaks 4 languages fluently. They speak English, Dutch, Papiamento, and Spanish, which I don't think there are many places on earth where you're going to find that the majority of the population speaks 4 languages. And a couple even speak Portuguese on top of that, so that's quite impressive. Another weird thing about Aruba is in most of the Caribbean, the people there would be classified as like Afro-Caribbean. They're originally from Africa. In Aruba, there's really no prototypical Aruban that I can think of. I've seen people who were of African descent, people who looked like they were from Latin America, people who were Asian, people who were European, and then a lot of people who looked like they were mixes of all sorts. And there's about 100,000 people that live on Aruba, but there are about 80 different nationalities which are represented. So it's an amazing hodgepodge of people who all somehow settled here. And that makes it a really interesting place. Another interesting fact about Aruba, at one point 30% of the world's aloe production came from here, and this is a pretty small island. It's about 19 by 8 miles in diameter, so it's very easy to explore in one day, which I did yesterday. Got some really interesting photos and had a very nice lunch right out on the water where they had fresh fish. Literally the fish was like so fresh, it was just in a plastic bag. It had just been hauled in that morning, and our choices on the menu were red snapper and red snapper because that's really all I had. And once again, I was staying at the Aruba Marriott and had dinner last night right on the beach. They have a restaurant called Simply Fish, and the chairs and the tables are literally on the sand, like right next to where the water is lapping up against the shore. So within 10 feet, I could have walked out and, from where I was sitting for dinner and had my feet wet. And that was a really neat experience. I've not seen many places like that around the world as well. So this is just a quick update, and I'm going to try to do more of them, and hopefully I'll do them in more interesting places than just a hotel room once I get some of the basics of doing video down. But until next time, leave a comment, let me know if the audio works, and subscribe on my YouTube channel as well. Until next time, see ya.